human nature, as human beings, we are wired and programmed to attack. If we want something, we have to go out and get it. We have to take action. Unfortunately, the trading realm does not work like that. This is why so many people crash and burn, because they're like, right, I'm going a full-time trader. I'm going all in on trading. And you end up forcing, you end up being needy, being desperate. You crave excitement, you crave action, and you end up making stupid, reckless trading decisions. What's going on, everyone? And welcome back to another trading video. So today is currently Thursday, the 19th of June, 2025, and I'm back with another writing reflection for you guys. So let's jump straight into it, because today is the hottest day in the UK right now, and it's absolutely roasting, so I want to get this done. This writing reflection is about boredom and temptation, because the most important thing in trading, 90% of the time, the best move, the best play, the best decision is to do nothing, all right? I've said it many, many times in previous videos, and it's something that is very important in the trading realm, okay? Because any other arena, any other industry, for example, for me, I'm always in the gym. I like to run. I like to keep fit. To get in good shape, to get good fitness, to become strong and healthy requires consistent repetition, consistent action, okay? But in the trading realm, in the trading industry, it is a different set of rules. It is a different set of principles that we must follow, because human nature, we are programmed to attack. We are programmed to go and get what we want, okay? If you want something, you have to pursue it. You have to go and get it. The trading industry, 90% of the time, the best move, the best decision, the best play, the best outcome is to do nothing, is to sit on your hands. And for me, as always, I've always struggled with the boredom and temptation. This is something that I've had to unlearn and relearn. And as always on this journey, on this channel, I want to be honest and truthful and authentic to myself, right? And something that I've always struggled with is the lack of action. The lack of action is so hard in the market. It's to really sit back, hold the line, and sit on your hands, okay? Boredom and temptation takes out a lot of traders because, you know, human nature, we want to be in a trade. I would love to be in trades every single day, but reality, this is not the case. High probability trades do not come around every single day. So we must master the boredom. We must master the discipline. We must master dealing with those temptations, dealing with those impulses. So I want to read out this writing reflection for you guys. And then as always, we will break it down in more depth after. So let's get to it. Another day in the trading trenches. So far, so good. You followed your plan. You followed your rules. You haven't taken any trades you shouldn't have. But temptation is slowly starting to build. You haven't taken a trade in over a week, and the lack of action is slowly killing you. You go on social media and see other traders banking, and it only compounds this temptation even more. FOMO is now creeping in. The boredom is getting overwhelming. The lack of dopamine, the lack of excitement is putting ideas into your head that you know are destructive. You start telling yourself, I must make something happen. You start telling yourself, the only way I'm going to make money in trading is by taking action. Wrong. Trading is not about making money, it's about keeping it. That's the key to longevity. Understand, trading is the easy part. It's the sitting around and waiting that's difficult. Inaction is actually action in trading. Less is more. 90% of the time, the best move on the chessboard is to wait, is to hold the line, is to let the enemy come to you. This is what makes consistent trading so difficult to master. It's easy to take a position when your trading plan hits the criteria. But what about when it doesn't? High probability setups don't come around every day. Sometimes this can take days, weeks, even months to develop. Can you wait that long? Can you keep your finger off the trigger for weeks at a time? This is where most people fall off. This is where most people self-sabotage. They crave action. They crave excitement. They crave volatility, which ultimately leads to impulsive decision-making that you only regret further on down the line. Yes, in the moment, the dopamine hit may feel great. Yes, in the moment, taking action may feel exciting. And yes, you may even hit a couple of home runs when you deviate from your trading plan. But this type of behavior will eventually get you slaughtered in battle. Sooner or later, you will shoot yourself in the foot. Sooner or later, you will crash and burn. Standing aside and taking no action is one of the hardest parts of trading because it's against human nature. Human nature is to take action. Human nature is to attack, is to go and claim what's yours, especially in an environment that gives us abundance of choices to make at any given time. But this behavior doesn't serve us in the trading realm. This is why so many traders fail time and time again. This is why you make the same mistake time and time again. Making money is easy in the markets. It doesn't require much skill at all, but holding on to money consistently, that's the real challenge. That's the real test. All you hear and see online is people making money, but nobody is talking about holding on to it. Yes, you've made some money. Yes, you've hit a home run. Yes, you've got a payout, but at what cost? We must review every decision we make, every choice, every action compounds positively or negatively. You give in to boredom. You give in to temptation. You break your trading plan. What's stopping you from doing it again? Nothing, because your previous decisions show that, especially if you make money by making the wrong decision. I went against my trading plan today, but made money. That's a win. Money's money. I was bored. I wanted some action, so I took a trade and it played out. A win's a win. Rookie mindset, amateur behavior. The trading realm demands personal excellence, not just today, not just this trade, but forever and always. Because there is no room for error in this game. There is no place for weakness. There is no mercy. Boredom and temptation takes out traders every single day. And you have to ask yourself, are you here to mess around? Are you here to play games? Are you here to be a slave to your impulses and temptations? Are you here to gamble your bloodline's fate away? No, you're here to be great. You're here to win. You're here to achieve personal excellence. You're here to achieve self-mastery. You're here to be the greatest individual your bloodline has ever seen. And if this is what it takes, then so be it. If you have to be bored every single day for weeks at a time, then so be it. If you have to keep your finger off the trigger for weeks at a time, then so be it. I'm willing to pay that price. The question is, are you? Okay, guys, so that is another writing reflection completed. 90% of the time, the best move, the best decision is waiting, is observing, is holding the line, okay? And of course, me saying this is so much easier said than done. It's easy for me to sit here and tell you, yeah, you just have to wait, you just have to detach, inaction is action. But real life, actually putting it in practice is very difficult to master. For me, what works for me, okay? Like I said at the start, boredom and temptation has taken me out so many times before. I still work a 9 to 5, and of course, I like to be in trades because it's exciting. It takes me out of my tedious, repetitive, mundane routine, right? It's great to watch trades, come back and see how my trades are doing. But this is something we have to be so conscious of. You have to be very, very careful. Like every decision, every choice, every action that we take and make compounds positively or negatively. You give in to boredom, you break your trading plan, you give in to temptation, you're more likely to make it tomorrow and the next day, okay? And this is what takes so many traders out. Another day in the trading trenches, so far so good. For me, the past 2 weeks have been great, but temptation is building, boredom is lingering, right? And for me, this is why I reread my writing reflections, because it helps me, gives me that energy, gives me that focus, gives me that clarity. And the most important thing is becoming conscious and aware. You have your plan in front of you, and then you listen to your mind, what's going on, right? Am I bored today? Yes. Okay, so I need to be on alert. I need to be focusing on other things, because in the trading realm, because trading full-time, I truly believe trading full-time is a scam, because you're not just going to sit around and wait for a trade, one trade a week. You have to go and do other things, right? And for me personally, this is why I do other things, because it helps me detach. If I'm bored, if I have temptation in the trading arena, I grab that energy and I put it in other things, right? Like I said, I still work a 9 to 5. I'm building up a YouTube channel. I'm writing. I put that energy, I put that boredom, I put that temptation, and I put it to work, right? I'm conscious of it. I realize, right, Will, you're bored. You have this temptation building up. You want to be in trade. You need to hold the line. You need to grab that energy and you need to use it in other things. Like I said, human nature is to attack, right? When I feel like I want to attack in the markets and I know I shouldn't, I use that energy, I use that fuel, and I go for a 10-mile run, I go for a high rocks workout, I'm reading, I'm writing, I'm doing these things. Okay, guys, so that is another writing reflection completed. I hope you got some value from this one, but just remember, human nature, as human beings, we are wired and programmed to attack. If we want something, we have to go out and get it. We have to take action. Unfortunately, the trading realm does not work like that. This is why so many people crash and burn, because they're like, right, I'm going a full-time trader, I'm going all in on trading, and you end up forcing, you end up being needy, being desperate, you crave excitement, you crave action, and you end up making stupid, reckless trading decisions. So the first thing is understand the trading arena, the trading realm is a completely different set of rules. It's a completely different mindset that we have to adopt, we have to attain. And it's not easy, right? I still struggle with it. This is why I'm always reading, I'm always writing, I'm always trying to build that probability mindset, right? For me, like today, I haven't taken any trades in the past 2 weeks. I'm bored. I'm tempted. What am I doing? Instead of taking it out on the markets, I'm taking it out on the camera. I'm building up my YouTube channel. I'm going to read a book. I'm going to go for a run, right? I'm going to push myself in other ways and in the other arenas, because I've had it so many times before. I've been bored. I want excitement. I want that dopamine. I take it out on the market. What happens? I'm down 1%. I'm down 2%. And then all of a sudden, I'm down. I've blown an account, right? So this is how the game works, okay? It's easy to take a trading position when your trading plan hits the criteria, but what about when it doesn't? High probability setups don't come around every single day. Sometimes this can take days, weeks, even months to develop. Can you wait that long? Most people can. It's very hard. It's very difficult. This is why it's so important to let go. I really recommend this book here, okay? Letting Go by David Hawkins. He talks about you get what you want when you stop insisting on it. And this is what you have to do in the training realm. You have to detach, you have to not care. And again, it's easier said than done, but it's a work in progress. Every single day we're going to show up. Every single day we're going to try to get better. Okay, guys, so I'm going to go now because it is absolutely roasting. It's like 30 degrees and I'm absolutely done. So I appreciate you guys watching as always. Please let me know if you resonated with this writing reflection. I hope you're having a great trading week, a great weekend whenever you're watching this video. I appreciate you guys watching as always. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you all in the next one.